I really wanted to get to this benchmark a while ago, but here it is, the GTX 1080. Let's play a little bit of Dirt Rally at 4K resolution. Hell yeah. So maybe one thing I should tell you guys right off the bat of this benchmark video is that I have a new computer that I'll be running the GTX 1080 on. So yeah, let's go ahead and have you guys take a look at it. It's the computer that I built. It's very much dark back here right now. Sorry about that, but my basement has terrible lighting, and I need to buy more lighting, but I don't. So yeah, it's a new computer. Okay, camera is just gonna make it really dark for me, but basically the processor is an i5-6600, which I'm not totally impressed with the content creation portion of that, but it is an i5, so what do you expect? But we'll see how the gaming is. It's not overclocked, by the way. And then the GTX 1080, you can kind of see the GeForce logo there. It's pretty obvious. It's the Founder Edition cooler. Let's see, it's 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, clocked at like 2133 or something like that. And beyond that, I don't know, it doesn't really matter what else beyond that. I guess the game is on, I think I have Dirt Rally on the SSD, but as far as I know, let me just get this back on the tripod, I'm pretty sure that SSD only affects loading times and not actual frame rates. So it shouldn't really be that big of a deal anyway. But, so yeah, we're at 4K, as you can probably tell. I mean, here I got MSI Afterburner, like, super small. And then there's Steam, super crazy small. This is Windows 10, and I thought Windows 10 was going to have like better scaling, but like everything is still super fucking tiny. But anyways, so I think we're going to start off these tests just at stock speeds, so hopefully that's cool with you guys. And then we'll move over into some overclocking with MSI Afterburner and see if we can get a little bit more frames out of this thing. So for our settings, we're going to obviously have it at 4K. I think I'm going to keep VSync off just to maybe see if MSI Afterburner will show that we have frames above that. Like here in the menu screen we have 220 frames per second, which isn't that crazy. MSIA, I guess just 2. I've always heard that you don't really need it at 4K. And like in all my benchmark videos, like people are just like, why do you have these settings on? I'm like, hey, go fuck yourself, okay buddy? Beyond that, let's see, quality, we're going to do, I guess it's at Ultra, apparently. Probably from like the last time I played it. So maybe I'll just bump everything back down to high. I think that sounds pretty fair. And then we'll see how it performs. By the way, while this is loading, I'm going to talk about something really quick. So, if you guys don't know, I'm actually, I graduated college, so I actually have to make money now. And I make some off YouTube, but I really don't make like... It's basically pocket change, let's be honest. It's very minimal. So I'm starting a computer repair company. I've already had several jobs, actually, which is probably, well, pretty much for the most part why I haven't had that many videos. My next job is actually I'm building a new computer for this guy. And it's going to be pretty sweet. I have my parts coming in on Friday, which is probably going to be right around the time this video is coming out. And then I'm going to build it. I'm going to make some unboxings of things that I haven't seen before, and then I'll do a build log of it. So hopefully you guys are going to like that. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. It's not really necessarily a gaming computer, but I think it'll still be pretty cool. It'll have like the AMD, let's see, it's like their best APU, I think I would have put in there. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, let's get into this race. Last benchmark video I did, I tried to use my camera up there, but it really just didn't work at all. So I'll just kind of tell you how the frames are going. It looks like we're doing really good right now. I probably just took the wrong... Was I supposed to take the shortcut instead of this? I totally was. Oh man. Fuck. So yeah, but anyways, so this looks beautiful, by the way. And we're getting 100 frames per second. Like, damn. This is no overclocking, everybody. I mean, I'm sure it probably includes a little bit of self-overclocking from GPU Boost. Or 3.0 or whatever, which is what this card has. But damn. So yeah, it's pretty much the lowest I've seen is like 95 or somewhere around that. Oh, there's 89 right there. Uh-oh, so shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, so we're doing pretty good frames. Mav is destroying something here in the background. And yeah, great frame rate. 100 is probably our average around there, and actually our average might be a little bit above 100. So maybe what we should do is bump up our settings a little bit. Okay, so now we got our video settings up to ultra, and I pretty much turned everything on. I'll turn advanced fog on. How about that? Okay, advanced fog. So pretty much everything's on ultra. It's pretty much maxed out for the most part. And let's see what happens to our frame rate. Let's get back into this race and kill it. So it really didn't affect our frame rate that hell of a much. Right now I'm getting like 95 frames per second, 100 frames per second. That's pretty damn good. I don't know even how to play this track. Like, am I supposed to take the shortcut every time? I don't know. I'm probably cheating beyond belief. And the clock speed of the graphics card is very high. It's around 1709 megahertz right now. It's kind of bouncing around a little bit from GPU Boost 3.0, I'm sure, but yeah, wow, very cool. Getting 100 frames per second. So yeah, I got last place, but wow, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this graphics card so far. I don't know if I can turn up a few more settings. I'm gonna maybe try to do that. Look, Pimp Daddy, last place. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try to turn up some more settings and kind of see if we can drop our frame rate anymore. Cause man, our frame rate is just fucking killing it with this GTX 980. So now we're going into our settings, and we're literally going to turn everything all the way up. And advanced ambient occlusion, it's on. Look, you can actually see a difference in game too. That's kind of cool. Let's see. We're going to turn... Is there anything else I can turn on? I can turn on smoke shadows, advanced blending. And that's all I can turn up. So, turn down for what? We're going to do some racing. And it's kind of hard to see with the tree right there, but oh, okay. Pretty sure advanced blending does kill your frame rate. I've noticed that in my last video. But I think, yeah, that's what killed our frame rate a lot. But we're still getting like 60 FPS, which is pretty damn cool. The clock speed of the graphics card did pick up, maybe because it's noticing that there's more of a load. Kind of guessing, because now the graphics card is at 1823 megahertz, which is very high. I'm really impressed with how high the clock speeds are on the Pascal chips. It's just really, honestly, pretty incredible. So, yeah, in our GPU temperature, by the way, ignore the fact that I'm wrecking because I'm not even looking at where I'm driving, but for better or worse. But the temperature on the Founders Cooler is a little bit high, getting 82 degrees Celsius as I run into the Monster advertisement. And see, that's a hot GPU in this little blower style cooler, but damn, we're still getting a good frame rate, I'll tell you what. Oh shit, because I remember I tried this on...
It looks like you have some radiator damage.
I got radiator damage, oh shit. But I believe I tried this on the like GTX... No wait, what did I try it last on? My last graphics card benchmark, I tried it, this game on there, and I'm pretty confident that like I was getting like, oh Jesus, I was getting like 20 FPS whenever I turned on the all those crazy settings I did today. So my tire is punctured as well. Jesus Christ, do I suck dick at this game. I am getting some massive screen tearing, but that's not really affected by, that's not really a frame rate issue. That's just what, you know, if I had G-Sync, that I would obviously fix it, but yeah, damn. 50 FPS is pretty much the lowest I saw. Maybe, no, okay, I see a little bit of 40s here and there, but wow, that's pretty damn cool. So, I don't know. This graphics card is running Dirt Rally like a fucking champ. Maybe we should go ahead and try to overclock it. I can tell my computer is a little bit warm. It's a little bit on the toasty side. What is my GPU flying at? Alright, let's see. I can't really see because it's at 4K. My CPU is only like at 30 degrees Celsius, which is pretty damn good. So I'm going to try to prop up the power limit just a little bit. Maybe take it to 105 core clock. We'll pull that up maybe like 50, 56, I guess. Memory clock. Pop it up 53, how about that? Okay. And we'll just resume the same race and kind of see what happens. I assume since it's the same race, we'll maybe get possibly better frame rates. We're still on those really high settings, so we're going to really stress this graphics card and see what happens. I'm sure since we're running at 4K with such incredible settings, I really doubt we're, being bottlenecked by the CPU at all, which is good. Especially, hopefully, since I have a fairly good CPU for gaming, I believe. We're not going to repair our car because we don't give a fuck about it. Maybe I should have repaired my car. It's smoking like a motherfucker. Okay, so my car is smoking. Let's see. So actually, yeah, the graphics card is actually running higher. So MSI Afterburner did overclock our graphics card, which is cool. So why do I take the longer way? What am I doing here? So the graphics card is actually running closer to 1900 megahertz now, which is, God, is that crazy? I could possibly get this thing up to 2000, like 2 gigahertz. I kind of want to try that, see if I can get that magical 2 gigahertz on a graphics card. That just seems freaking crazy. I don't know what they did to this new architecture, but it just seems to, I don't know, overclock pretty easily and, just reach incredible clocks that haven't been reached at all by previous graphics cards. But anyway, so our frame rate is possibly a little bit higher. I think it's probably dipping down. Fuck. It's probably dipping down just as much as it was before, but it seems like I'm hitting 60 FPS a little bit more frequently. So yeah, running at a higher clock gives you more frame rates. Holy shit. Core clock, let's try to bump it up. 118. We're getting into the territory where there might be issues. It'd be sweet if I could hit that 2 gigahertz mark, because I'm terrible at overclocking, mostly just because, the guys who get that follow my channel, I basically just turn it up to max and I'm like, it'll work, right? Fuck it, yeah. No, it doesn't really work like that. So yeah, this time, I feel like I'm going a little bit more stingently on the graphics card. Repair the vehicle? Fuck nah, we ain't gonna repair the shit, man. So yeah, and as you can see, we probably should have repaired our vehicle.
Radiator looks damaged.
Our radiator is damaged as fuck. So yeah, the megahertz is definitely higher. So the core clock is at 1962 right now. Very good. I do want to overclock it a little bit more to see if I can get that 2 gigahertz out of this one, but yeah, very cool stuff. Our frame rate is a little bit higher, at least with the maximums right now. Oh, thanks, buddy. I am terrible at this game, by the way. Absolutely dreadful. So we're getting...
The car behind is taking the Joker now.
It's taking the what? I don't know what he told me. So we're getting like 65 FPS, like for our maximums, basically. And it looks like every once in a while the frames... Shit, sorry, I had to scratch my head, but... looks like every once in a while the frames will dip in the mid-50s, which really still isn't too bad, because keep this in mind, we're running this game at 4K with literally the maximum settings. The maximum settings I could put at this game, it's on right now. And we're at like an incredible resolution. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take this way this time. But yeah, I mean, we're getting just incredible frame rates for this resolution. I'm pretty fucking impressed with the GTX 1080 so far. I mean, granted, it is like a $600 or $700 graphics card and all that stuff, but it's still pretty damn cool. Fuck you, Blue. Suck a dick. I didn't get in last place this time. Woo. So yeah, pretty incredible. Our core clock is still at like 1949, so maybe we can overclock it just a little bit more. Now, one thing probably hurting me since I'm overclocking this so much is that since I'm overclocking it and I'm basically playing it and overclocking and playing and overclocking, is the card is already heated up, so that's definitely gonna keep me from getting the maximum overclock I could really get. But from what I've heard, I think this graphics cards can overclock a maximum of around a 2100 or so. I'm just trying to get 2 gigahertz, which is it's about 150 megahertz, like over what I was getting stock speeds, which is a pretty good overclock still. And I can hopefully do that while this graphics card is hot. If I can do that, then I'm pretty impressed with this graphics card. Oh, in case you guys are wondering, I am definitely considering getting the GTX or the RX 480 next. I will definitely do my best to get that graphics card and benchmark the hell out of that thing at 4K. It's not necessarily meant for 4K, but I'm going to play it at 4K. It's going to happen, and I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to try to do some more GTA 5 too, because I love benchmarking GTA 5. GTA 5 is great. But for this game, for this one, I just felt like doing Dirt Rally. I hope you guys are cool with that. But if you guys do want me to benchmark different games in the future, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to download those games. Because I did put a hard drive in this computer as well, so I can put it on the hard drive if I really need to. So, cool stuff. Anyways, so let's go ahead and see if our frame rate is a little bit better. Okay, so once again, keep in mind we're at 4K, maximum settings. Our gigahertz right now, well, I guess our clock speed, it's at 2012 megahertz. I keep saying that in weird ways. I'm sorry I'm driving terrible. Try to ignore the fact that I don't know how to drive a car on a video game. But I am using a keyboard, which makes it more difficult, by the way. But anyways, so yeah. 2012 megahertz, we have achieved 2 gigahertz on the GTX 1080, guys. Which really isn't that much of a... I mean, it's not like I'm LN2 cooling this graphics card or some shit like that. But still, I'm pretty impressed that I got 2 gigahertz out of this graphics card. So, yeah. And the frame rate is actually pretty damn great as well. We're getting middle 60s for, let's see, like for our averages. I think I saw 70 up there for a second. That's pretty damn cool. We're playing 4K maxed out settings in this game. That's freaking crazy. You know, I mean, if you try to do this with like a crap, even just like a graphics card that's like a little bit older, like maybe like a GTX 780 or something, like it would struggle for this game at 4K with max settings, I guarantee it. But this card is killing it. And this thing doesn't even have like HBM memory or anything, it's just GDDR5X. So yeah, it's pretty damn cool. So yeah, very cool graphics card that I, by the way, I got from Cutting Edge Gamer, so if you guys are interested, I have that link in the description if you guys want to get a GTX 980 yourself, or an RX 480, or a GTX 1070 or something like that. So check out that link in the description. I got last place again, what a shocker. So I'll go ahead and play another race. This is really all I want to overclock the graphics card. I got it to 2 gigahertz, that's really all I want to do to it. I'm pretty impressed with the graphics card so far. By the way, I will be trying to benchmark the GTX 1070 as well. And the GTX 1060 just got leaked like yesterday, so watch out for that as well. And I will have you know, an unboxing of the RX 480 and stuff like that. Jesus Christ, I suck. But so yeah, watch out for all that cool stuff in the future. I'm pretty excited about it. I think the fact that I have this with an Intel processor and some nice DDR4 RAM and stuff like that, I think that definitely helps reduce any bottlenecks that I had before, so hopefully you guys appreciate that a little bit, even though I can't drive a car still. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But yeah, so let me know what you guys thought about this video by you know, commenting down below. If you thought it was if you thought I was a terrible driver, it's true. Just let me know. Just give it to me in the comment section. Tell me how shitty of a driver I am. Also, like the video if you thought it was cool. Give me a dislike if you want me to do something differently, and try to give me a comment down below as well, and give me some constructive criticism, I suppose. And if you guys want to see more benchmarks in the future, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will really try, especially since all these new graphics cards are coming out. I'm very excited to start benchmarking them very much. Yeah, it should be very fun. And let's see. Oh yeah, and also get ready for that computer build. I'm very excited about that. I also kind of plan on doing like maybe some more reviews and maybe even like some more tutorials in the future. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment section. Oh, and a bass video. Yeah, I forgot about that. I do plan on making a bass video pretty soon as well. So left front tire is punctured, but that's all right because the race is over. Yeah, so I got a lot of video plans. I wish I had some more time to do them actually, But hopefully you guys think that's cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And beyond that, you guys have a crazy motherfucking day. See you later.